take a nosedive, and so on. You heard it all the last 6, 7 years. Well, guess what? Guess what? It's a game changer financially for the country. Look, folks, it makes absolutely no sense, by the way, that we send home 40,000 engineers and scientists who earn a PhD in our university every year, and we send them back home. We should be stapling a green card to each and every one of those degrees as they walk across the stage. The question before us today, I apologize for my passion about it, but the question before us today is no longer what can immigration reform do for Hispanic communities. The question should be unapologetically asked, what can immigration reform do for America? Because it's about doing for America. The answer is absolutely clear and resounding. It's going to increase the gross domestic product by 5.4% or $1.4 trillion over the next 20 years. It's going to reduce the deficit by nearly $850 billion over the next 20 years. It's going to add $300 billion in Social Security Trust Fund over 10 years. And just this one act alone, we passed a Senate bill, could extend Social Security solvency by 2 years. So much for the horror stories. And one other thing. You know, 11 million people living in the shadows, I believe they're already American citizens. Teddy Roosevelt said it better. He said, Americanism is not a question of birthplace or creed or a line of descent. It's a question of principles, idealism, and character. These people are just waiting for a chance to be able to contribute fully. And by that standard, 11 million undocumented aliens are already Americans, in my view. All they want, they just want a decent life for their kids, a chance to contribute to a free society, a chance to put down roots and help build the next great American century. I really believe that. That's what they're fighting for. And one more thing, by the way. I hear about, about immigrants coming. Look, this is a self-selection process. It's one of the reasons it made us a great country. It takes a whole hell of a lot of courage to be sitting at a wooden kitchen table somewhere, anywhere in the world, and say, you know what? I tell you what, kids, let's all pick up and go to America, where we don't speak the language, where they don't seem to want us, where it's going to be really, really rough to get there, but let's go. Won't that be fun? I'm serious. Think of the courage it took not just for your ancestors, but my great-grandfather in the potato famine to get in a damn boat in 1849 and with nothing in his pocket and show up. One of the reasons we're a great country is the immigrant population that came is among the strongest of those from which they came. And it's not just the future for individual families. It's about the future of this country. And the irony is the American people are way ahead of us. 78% of Democrats and 60% of Republicans think we should pass the Senate bill. And there's one other aspect of this that you may be the only audience to fully appreciate. And that's the foreign policy aspect of it. The president's basically put me in charge of this hemisphere. So I'm in and out of Latin America.